Hi folks, I'm Ian Baker, the product specialist with Camping World, and today we're going to review Thor's luxury diesel. This is the 2018 Thor Tuscany 40RT. This is a beautiful couples floor plan. You have a full wall slide over here, two large slides there, and it's a bath and a half model. This particular unit we're going to review has the moonstone interior with the Pacific high gloss glazed wood. Take a quick look at the ceiling for me. One of the things that really pop as soon as you walk in is the beautiful ceiling treatment right here. It has some mood lighting built in there as well, and it really just kind of gives it that pop and appeal that you're looking for in a luxury coach. Obviously, as you would expect, LED lights all the way throughout here, and this one has three 15,000 BTU quiet cool ACs that will bounce back and forth to ensure the coach stays nice and cool. I'll show you where those controls are in just a little moment. But let's start off right over here. So one of the cool things when we're talking about controls is the multiplex system that the Tuscany utilizes. You'll see these throughout, these little remotes, and as you can see, I can actually pop it off the wall like so, and then I can control it right from here. I can just touch a button and turn the lights on or off. I can operate the TV, which is across the way, all from these remotes. And as you go through, there'll be different options on these ones. There is one master control, and as I mentioned, I will show you that one a little bit later. Right next to it is the theater seating. So this is the best seat in the house, extremely comfortable. As you would expect, both of them do lift up, and I really like it in this floor plan because it is straight across from the sofa. You also have seat belts here so you can have legal riders while going down the road. You'll notice the stainless cup holders in here, and this center console lifts up with lots of storage right down there. Directly behind that, you have a window to let in natural light as well as have a view of your campsite. You have slow rise roller shades throughout. All the windows in here have both a day and night shade. So this will be your night or privacy shade. And I like the fact that it's the beige color. That way at night you don't feel all closed in. You know, a lot of them will put black in here and it feels kind of dark. Not the case at all when you have the lighter color. Again, you have LED lights all the way up top, really brightens it up, and you have the wall sconce right over here, and that is LED as well. Storage all the way across the top, and look at the beautiful cabinetry. I absolutely love this color. Again, this is the Pacific, but it's not too dark, it's not too light, and that gloss really gives it a beautiful look. You also have the brushed pulls on there, and as we open it up, you will see the storage here going all the way across. Moving in a little bit further, we move into the kitchen. Beautiful solid surface countertops in the kitchen here. This does pull out, extends quite easily, just like so, giving you all of this extra prep space. You'll notice you have three very large drawers here. And then the bottom one is a little bit bigger. Moving in a little bit further, we'll take a look up top here. You'll see you have an adjustable shelf built in right there, and storage overhead here as well. When it comes to construction, one of the great things about the Tuscany as well, any place you have the cabinets, behind it in the wall, they put AGS steel strapping. So that way it gives it something else to bite into to make sure it's nice and secure. If you have a magnet, you can actually put it up there and you'll see it stick to the wall. So excellent construction methods you can actually hang off these cabinets. Another thing that I like is the backsplash. You'll notice they went from the countertop all the way up to the cabinets throughout the entire kitchen here. So not only does that give it a great look, but it also gives it excellent functionality, because far too often they don't put the side splash on here, and as you're cooking, this side of it gets really dirty, but obviously that is not the case here. Speaking of cooking, you have the beautiful double induction cooktop. One of the things about the Tuscany is it also does not have any propane on board. This one utilizes the aqua hot diesel system for your heat, and again for your cooking it has the induction cooktop here, which I personally prefer. It heats up a lot faster, it cools down a lot quicker as well. Right over here in the center is your sink. You'll notice they give you double sink top covers. When we remove those, that'll reveal your large double bowl undermount stainless steel sink. And then you also have the high-rise pull-out faucet. Directly underneath that, you will see you have a little drop-down compartment here. as well as big storage underneath. I like this too. Everything's divided for you. You can see it's nice and finished off. They didn't leave it, with raw wood hanging out. And I like this because you can put 2 small trash cans here and cleaning supplies over there, however you want to divide it up. But I do like the fact you can just pull it out. You don't have to bend down on your hands and knees. You'll also see underneath you have accent lighting throughout the kitchen here. Again, just helps make the kitchen pop. And take a look at the floor itself, folks. You have a gorgeous porcelain tile floor throughout the entire Tuscany here. Not only does this look great, but as you would expect, it is also quite easy to clean. Right up top is the Convection microwave oven. It's almost 2 cubic foot there, so very large. It's bigger than a lot of your traditional ovens. You can definitely stick a lot in there. This, when I say traditional, I mean the traditional in the RV world, of course. And then underneath, you have a dishwasher. So, again, it's a luxury coach. They put in some luxury amenities. They expect you to spend some time in here. Directly underneath that is a drawer for some extra storage. Moving over a tiny bit further, we get into the refrigerator. This is a 20 cubic foot fridge freezer. Take a look at all the space you have, folks. Ton of space in here. You have a couple of crisper drawers where you can control the humidity for fruits and vegetables. Then underneath you have your freezer. You notice you have a couple of drawers there. And one of the other things you notice, right here on the outside, you have your ice maker and water dispenser. So if you want to make yourself a drink, a cocktail, whatever, it is extremely easy to do right there. Now the master bedroom is behind me. Half bath is right here. We'll go ahead and take a look at that. You'll see right down underneath there you have your foot flush lever porcelain toilet. So that's nice and easy to use. And of course the porcelain bowl is easy to clean. You'll notice right above that you have your towel ring right there. You have the toilet paper holder off to the side. Nice big countertop, and again, solid surface throughout. You have your sink here off to the side, the storage underneath, as well as storage up top. You'll see the mirrored medicine cabinet with the fashionable lighting there. And then right up top, you have your air vent, which will quickly help anything escape out of here, get you some airflow coming through. Take a look right on the outside. This is one of my other favorite parts. This is the master control panel I was talking about. So you can control basically everything from right here. You'll see you have master lighting, your tank monitoring panel is there. You control your TV. You can control all of your electronics. You see where the house battery is at, all of your lights. Your thermostat, here are your 3 ACs, the front, mid, and rear. Not only can they cool, but you'll also notice all 3 are equipped with a heat pump. And then your vent fans you can control from here as well. And then your slides and your awnings are here too, and they're color coordinated. So you're not playing a guessing game. You don't have to get out the label maker and label them. They're all color coordinated, making life very easy. Right over here is your entertainment center. And you'll notice right on the side, take a look at this. You have extra pantry space tucked away. So they didn't waste any space on you. Nice and easy to access that. Plenty of storage there as well. And again, as you'd expect in a luxury coach, everything there is finished off. You have storage above the TV, not much, but it's a little bit, better than nothing. The TV itself right here, front and center, and then underneath is your fireplace. The nice thing about the fireplace, not only does it look great, but it is functional, as it will help take the chill off in this space. Then over here on the off door slide, this is your buffet style dinette here. This just pulls out like so. And then there are 2 more chairs you can set here, some foldable chairs. That way if you have additional guests, everyone can sit around and enjoy a meal together. And then of course you have the large buffet here too, which is great. Put some extra food up there, some decorations, really whatever you want. And if you take a look underneath, you will see all the storage. You have excellent storage all the way throughout here on both sides. Also, tucked away right down there, you will see your JBL subwoofer. So as far as great sound quality, the coach definitely has that too. You do have the windows here, again, letting in natural light, slow rise shades there. Storage all across the top here. We can see that going across. And then as we move over a little bit further, we get into the main TV. So you'll notice you have 2 in this main living area. This one, however, can retract. So if you want this down and you just want to watch this one over here, you can certainly do that. But the idea is this one is directly across from your theater seating. So this will probably be the one you'll watch the majority of the time if it's just the two of you, because it is a straight shot. Nice big Sony TV there. You also have the sound bar right up top. Additional storage there on the sides. Directly underneath that is your sofa, extremely comfortable here. This does have a pull-out air mattress, so if you have guests that want to stay the night, you can certainly accommodate them. Of course, if you don't want them to stay, you don't have to let them know they can sleep here either. Now let's move up front. So your cab right up here, it's a beautiful cab, nice and open and spacious. You will notice this right up top, this is a drop-down bed as well. So again, if people aren't familiar with RVs, they probably won't even know that that's what this is. But if you have the additional guests, you can drop this down, super easy to do. It already has a mattress up there, folks, so you don't have to worry about, putting a mattress up there or blowing up an airbed with this one. You drop it down. I personally recommend just having the bed made. Just have the sheet on there and the blanket up there, so all I have to do is throw up pillows and they're good. And then you have the spots for the ladder there too. LED lights built in, of course, to lighten this space up. And then you have your cabinet doors here going all the way around. You'll also notice you have two speakers up here for great sound quality there as well. Right over here are basically your main controls for everything that is TV. You'll see you have your satellite antenna there. You have the Blu-ray player here. You have your switch right there for all of your HDMIs to go to the TVs. Everything you need is right in that compartment. And then again, you will see here, you have more storage. So we drop down a little bit lower. The passenger seat here, this one does swivel, as does the driver's seat. It also has a power footrest. You'll see that guy right here. So just touch a button, that comes up like so the passenger can be nice and comfortable, not wasting any space here. Cup holder for the passenger, as you would expect. There is a step cover. It's pretty neat as well. This top step folds back and the bottom one lifts up, so that way you have the step cover, make sure no one's falling down and hurting themselves. You also have this entryway grab handle right here, so that way as you are entering the RV, makes it a little bit easier to come up and in. And you have a slew of controls right here, from your lighting to some of your awnings. Battery disconnect, as you would expect, is there too. If we take a look at the center dash itself, so you'll see, again, your basic controls. You have your front shade. It is motorized. Your generator is there. You'll also notice you have dual USB port as well as a 12 volt. And right underneath here, you'll have a USB port and a HDMI port here. I'll talk about that in just a moment when we get to the center dash, but just keep that in mind for now. And then you have your thermostat controls right over there. So as I was mentioning, your center dash. So this is gorgeous. As you can kind of tell, it is touchscreen, 10-inch, so very large, which is great. That way you're not having to squint to try to see it and still pay attention to the road. This controls everything. Your backup cameras will be on there, your side view cameras, the GPS. So I talked about the HDMI port. This one actually has a couple of GPS options. It does have a Rand McNally, I believe, that is built in. So you do have navigation here. If you want to use it. It is nice and easy to use. It is an RVer's navigation, so it will take you around the correct routes, make sure you're not going under low bridges, things like that. The other option is if you want to use Google Maps, you can use a cell phone. You can use this HDMI port right here, plug it into your cell phone, and you will have screen mirroring on this tablet right here, which is another good option too. So depending on what you want to do, you do have a couple options. And as you'd expect, folks, this unit is Bluetooth capable. Right over to the side, you have push to start on this coach, which is pretty cool. Nice luxury option there. The steering wheel itself does telescope. It also tilts up and down. You'll see you have your standard controls here as well, from your windshield wipers, your brights, everything like that. Your foot pedals adjust as well. So if you want to adjust the foot pedals, you can do that. Both the brake and the gas both have adjustments on them. You can actually see right there, you can move the pedals back and forth. While we're over here, you'll also see this one's equipped with an exhaust brake. You have your emergency start there, all of your other lights as well. Never mind my Starbucks cup, but right underneath that, heated mirrors. This one does have heated and power mirrors. This right here is your 6-speed Allison transmission. And right behind that, you have the auto level system. So just touch a button and the coach levels itself again, as you'd expect in a luxury RV. As you walk into the master bedroom, one of the things you'll notice right away is the king bed. The thing I like about the king bed is it is motorized, so the front lifts up, and that does a couple things for you. One, it's a better angle for reading, so if you plan on doing some reading or just watching a tablet, something like that, it naturally gives you that back support. It also makes it a little bit easier to get out of bed, and as you can see right down here, it opens up all of this space right here. So you have a big open space to be able to walk through, or if you have a dog that wants to lay here at night, something like that, you can certainly do that as well. When the bed is down, you still have the beautiful leather headboard right up front. Windows on both sides for cross ventilation. Right up top, beautiful storage there too. It's kind of tough to see, but if you can see in there, I mean, that is deep storage, folks. That is quite usable in the top of the slide there. Both sides of the bed, you also have a little side storage compartment. Open that up, you can see there, it's not a ton, but you know, it is at least something. And you have electrical outlets on the side there as well in case you need to plug anything in. At the foot of the bed, you have two very large wardrobes with adjustable shelves, so you can move those to however you desire. Obviously, you have the hanging rods going across there. You have the storage down below, so a couple of drawers, you can see that, running all the way down on both sides. Two more very large drawers here in the center. You can see how big those are. You have this little extra space here with an electrical outlet in case you need to plug anything in. Again, one of those multiplex controls. Couple LED lights here, and then the TV right in the center. One of the things about this that's pretty cool, take a look at that, folks. It opens up. There is no wasted space. So, you know, you want to hook up or put some more stuff back here, you can do that. Again, you have a Blu-ray player right tucked right behind there. And if you take a look up top in the center, you'll also see you have a bedroom fan. As you step back into the gorgeous master bath, you'll see this is chocked full of amenities as well. Right down here in the corner is your macerator toilet. Again, this one is a porcelain bowl, as you would expect. Over to the side, you have a little magazine rack there for some reading material. Up right over here is your toilet paper holder, and up a little bit further, you have the towel bar. You'll also notice you have storage above the toilet. Directly above is your power vent fan. And right over here is your stackable washer dryer. So that way, if you plan on doing some laundry, you can certainly do that here. You have your main vanity, huge countertop right here, folks. Again, beautiful solid surface. You have a molded in bowl, so that way it eliminates the chance for any leaks here. The very modern, sleek style faucet. Over to the side, you have excellent storage. You have this drawer right down below. But more impressive, take a look at this. You have not one, but two of these huge pull-out compartments. So that way you have a spot to hide your curling iron, your hair dryer, everything else that you need to put in there. You just have massive storage here in the master bath. Not only that, but if you take a look underneath, you have large storage down here too. One of my favorite parts about the master bath though is right over here, and that is the gorgeous spa-like shower. It's absolutely beautiful. You have, again, the designer shower wand here. As I take a step inside, I'm 6 foot. As you can see, I have plenty of head height here. You have a skylight as well. So if you're a taller person, you'll have zero issues. You have the tri-slide clear glass door, and you have the teak seat. So if you need to sit down, maybe shave your legs, something like that, that certainly makes it a little easier. Lastly, right outside the shower, you will see you have a robe hook there, so that way you have a quick, convenient spot to grab your towel. Now that we've seen the inside, let's talk about the outside of the Tuscany 40RT. Starting off with some construction features. The Tuscany is built on the Freightliner XCR raised rail chassis. In the back, it houses the 8.9 liter Cummins ISL engine, putting out 450 horsepower and 1,250 foot-pounds of torque. That engine is paired with the 6-speed Allison transmission. As far as the build itself, it is a fully laminated product. It is vacuum bonded. The roof is a molded fiberglass cap. If we take a look at the front here, a couple things you'll notice. You naturally have the large one-piece windshield with the wet wipers, but directly underneath that is where your generator is housed. That is a 10,000 watt Cummins owned generator with auto start. On the sides, you have the chrome mirrors. As I mentioned inside, these are heated, bi-directional, and you have the side view cameras right there at the top to help cover some of your blind spots. You also have an invisible front shield on here that you can't really see. It makes it, hence the reason invisible, it does make it very easy to clean off all the bugs and everything off the front, and also helps protect it from rock chips. As far as drivability, one of the things you'll see is this sticker right here. This one is equipped with the ZF front suspension independent 60-degree wheel cut. So that way you get an excellent turn radius, and the coach itself does sit on 22.5-inch Michelin tires with full air ride suspension, Sachs shocks. You also have the full air front disc brakes and rear drums. Right up front, you have the power steps here, so as soon as you open the door up, the steps come out. You have the acrylic grab handle, keyless entry right next to that, and directly underneath is your fuel fill. One of the cool things about the Tuscany too is it does have dual side fill, so that way as you're pulling up to the gas station, it doesn't matter which side of the pump you're on, you can put diesel in from either side, which really will save you a lot of headache and hassle. Frameless windows on here. So that way, not only do they look great, you can also keep them open while it's raining, and it helps protect your seals. You take a look up top, you do have the power patio awning with the LED light. You also have the awning spanning the entire length, so you can open that one up too. Beautiful Girard awning. Right above the slide out is the slide out topper to help keep the top of the slide clean. As we make our way back a little bit further here, you can see the absolute beauty of the paint job. Full body paint as you would expect on a luxury motorhome. Sikkens paint, folks, one of the top in the industry. Great thing about this is the paint never truly cures. So what that means is as it's going down the road and that coach is flexing, because no matter how well it's built, the coach is going to flex a little bit, you won't get the spider cracks along the top like you see on some of your older motorhomes. It is cut and buffed several times. It has the gel coat on there, folks. It is absolutely gorgeous, and it will continue to be so for a long, long time on this coach. As we make our way underneath, we'll open up some of the storage. So you see the large front storage right here. And then making our way back, you have your pull-out tray. So this is an excellent storage tray. It can go out either direction. You'll see in here, these are our 2 foldable chairs that just came from the manufacturer. We haven't unbagged them yet. Over next to that is the ladder for the top bunk, or rather front bunk over the cab inside. You'll also see they give you a couple extra pieces of tile here in case something does happen. That way you can match it nice and easily. Making our way back a little further yet. So again, another very large storage area right here. This is your central vac dump. There is a Dirt Devil central vac inside with a tow kick. And then back one more compartment here. Your freshwater tank, you'll see the fill is right there as you would expect. If you have to get in there to get to the sensors, you can just take this panel off. All the sensors are located outside the tank, making them very easy on the maintenance side. Coming back further yet, right here, more storage, as you will see. And then this rear compartment houses your batteries here. The one right above it, you'll see the battery disconnect. Your solar controller, this one is equipped with a 200-watt solar panel. Inline fuse, you have your inverter located here as well. One of the things I didn't mention, if you take a look up on the slide, folks, down a little ways, there is a TV there. So if you want outside TV, that's not an issue. You can see that little compartment. I'll actually open this up for you real quick so you can take a look inside. And there you go, TV up top and the sound bar right underneath. As we take a look at the back, that of course is your Cummins ISL engine. Directly underneath, you'll see right here, that is a 10,000-pound hitch, folks, so definitely has some towing power there. Right up top, it's kind of tough to see. You do have a couple LED lights in the back, but right in between them in the center is your backup camera. So obviously that way you can see what is behind you. You also have the side radiator package on this coach. That's wonderful. Definitely helps keep the engine a lot cooler as the air will come in while you're traveling down the road. This right here is your DEF fill. Moving up a little further, this essentially is your convenience center. Everything you need to hook up right here. You'll have the whole house filter, the Anderson winterization system, black tank flush on there, outside shower, your low point drains, of course a light so you can see, water pump, termination for your gray and black valves there. Fresh water is right back here, it's kind of tucked away. And then over to the side is your water pump. So if you ever do have to, fix or replace the water pump, it is quite easy to access. Side opening doors, I may add, these are nice too, because if you are, one, it's not interfering with the slides, but two, if you forget to shut one, as you're going down the road, the wind will naturally want to shut it, which is nice too. As we take a look in here, this again is part of that open storage space. On this side though, you have your 50 amp power cord. This is a power reel. Control is right there for it, so you can just shoot it on up nice and easy. It really makes it a breeze when it's cold. And over to this side here is your surge protector. Right up in front of that, this is the other side with the big tray. So again, if you want to open it up this way, you can certainly do that. Right up here is your AquaHot 400D. Folks, this is a great system. This is your hot water heater as well as your heat for the coach itself. Also has an engine block heater, so it'll make sure that you're not going to have those rough starts in the winter. This one can run off shore power for light duty. If you need heavier duty use, you can switch it over to diesel. Right up here is the other fill on the other side for your diesel fuel. And lastly, right here is your hydraulic pump and fluid tank. Neat thing about this, one of the things you'll notice, and Thor again is really good about maintenance, if you notice all the lines are color coordinated, so that way it's really easy to troubleshoot. If you are stuck and you manually have to raise your jacks, move slides, there is a little cap right here. You can pop that off, put a tool in there, and run everything in manually. All right, folks, that wraps it up. Again, this is the 2018 Thor Tuscany 40RT. If you're interested in this gorgeous luxury motor coach and you'd like price and availability, simply click on the link in the description below. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.